Hey, it's Tim, and today we're talking about food and cook systems. Let's go. Okay, here we are talking about food, backpacking food, and cook systems. Let's start with cook systems. One of my favorite things to do is to make my pack smaller, lighter, easier to deal with, and not a lot of extra fluff in my pack. So I try to find ways to make things smaller. So I used to boil water, right? We boil water on the trail and we're gonna cook. And I was using this big pot. It's huge. It's gigantic. Well, I felt like it was gigantic. And I was putting water in there and boiling it. And this is a big fuel can, fits down inside there, which is great. But that takes up a lot of space in my pack when I'm only boiling water for one person, me. Also, I would tend to put too much water in here. So I don't need this giant pot, and I don't need all this water, and I probably don't need all this fuel. The other thing I was using, which was a great product, is the MSR Pocket Rocket Stove. It's very small, it's not extremely lightweight, but they added, recently they did an upgrade to these, I can't remember how long ago it was, but it has a feature that you're able to simmer, if you wanted to simmer water, but I don't really need to do that. But nestled with this pot, this stove works great. It has a good footprint, it matches. With the bigger pot on there, it probably won't tip over too easily. This is a good system if you have multiple people. But I just didn't need that, and I'm trying to reduce space and weight in my pack. So I went shopping, and I found this is the Toaks Light. This is a 550 milliliter titanium cook pot. It comes with this nifty little sack, which kind of just basically is a mesh sack. It's stretchy. And it keeps, for me, it just keeps the lid on. And it keeps it from banging around in your pack, so that's pretty cool. It's got a small lid. Inside I have my stove, which I'll tell you in a second. It easily nests the smaller fuel canisters, and it's only a 550, a little bit bigger than a coffee mug. So if you wanted to do coffee and stuff, it still works for coffee. I don't do a lot of hot coffee on the trail. I do love coffee, but I just don't make a lot of hot coffee when I'm on the trail. I usually just do Starbucks instant Vias in a half of a smart water bottle or something like that. But this is a great pot. It's just enough water for me. And it boils, the water seems to boil the water faster because there's less water, less surface area, less volume, everything inside. And I have this little tiny bag that I found. Inside the bag, I've got my mini big lighter, which makes fire. You make the fire with that. You start the stove with that. I've got a set of hot lips, which, you know what? We don't need those. I'm not gonna use those anymore. Anyway, that's in the bag. And then I'm using the BRS stove, which a lot of people are using. It's very, very small. It's very lightweight, and my water boils quick because I'm not boiling too much. I'm only boiling what I need. It is very teeny tiny. You can see how teeny tiny it is. It's not super high quality. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've had it for about a year, and I've used it a bunch. And for the price, very well worth it. Buy two and have a backup. But this sucker is so light and so small. It does exactly what I need it to do. It fits great with this pot, and I'm not boiling too much water. I've reduced space in my pack. I've reduced weight and just volume of junk in my pack. It all nests together great in this little Toaks mini pot. It's very lightweight, titanium, I love it. So, on to the food. So all I'm gonna do is boil water. But here's what I do. I was using the standard Mountain House stuff. Mountain House, chili mac with beef, biscuits and gravy, good stuff. One of the problems I have with these bags that I always ran into was after you're done cooking and eating, after about 2 or 3 days or whatever, you've got these trash bags, these piles of, with the food gone. You have to do something with this until you get into town and you can find a trash can to put it in, or into a campground or something like that. But you gotta haul these, and usually they're the food's in there. I mean, I'm kind of messy, I guess, but the food's still in there. And I mean, you've eaten most of it, just the junk inside, and you zip it back up and you kind of fold it up and you throw it maybe in your bear can or in your food bag. And then you're hauling this trash. What I wanted to do was figure out how to get rid of these and just use something smaller like Ziploc bags. I have a pile of stuff here on the table that I'm trying to go through. So I would rather have a pile of these smashed in my bag, then a pile of these smashed in my bag, trying to make room and space and weight. And also these can be used for other kinds of trash as well, like your Cliff Bars and your Monk Pack cookie that you're gonna eat a whole bunch of. These are great. But anyway, these worked a lot better for me just to make more room in my pack. Trying to get that volume down and get that weight down. So you ask, how in the world, if you don't use these, how you reheating your meals if you're not putting them in a pot or whatever. So I got these silicone bags. These are great. I just take one with me. The top slides open. You can pour boiling hot water in here. So I dump whatever I've pre-packaged in the bag, which looks just like this. These bags, dump it in there. Hot water, put the thing on, let it sit, and it rehydrates just great. Haven't had any problems at all. If it's a really cold time and you want to keep this hot, you need to like insulate it with something, you can stick it in your jacket, stick it in your sleeping bag, anything like that, just to keep it warm while that's cooking. So what am I putting in here? Instead of these things, I have occasionally opened these up at home and dumped them into a Ziploc bag. I even put the little dehydrator thing in there, see? The little packet thingy in there, and it works good, and I just dump those in. So I ditched these big giant bags. I don't have the trash. And I actually don't eat these very much because I try to eat a little bit better than that. Sometimes your camera doesn't matter. So one of the best ones of these I found is, these are called Good to Go. They're smaller. This is an oatmeal one. I love these. These are great. Pretty healthy. There's not a whole lot of junk added to these. And they're not too, this is $6.50 when I bought it. This is the oatmeal one, and this is really good. I love it. So if I'm gonna do something like this, I usually go with these. I also quit eating the meats. I'm not eating the animals anymore. I'm just eating the plants and stuff. So, and I feel great. And haha, laugh at me if you want, I don't care. But I feel great, and I love eating the veggies and stuff like that. That's hard to do on the trail. So I do pack a lot of my own stuff. I'll make oatmeal. I put oatmeal in a bag, some banana. What else? What else goes in? Oh, berries, these little dried berries. I put those in the Ziploc bag. I bring these Justin's peanut butter packets. I kind of tend to eat a whole bunch of these. These are good. I wish they made them just a little bit bigger, but it's like the ketchup. You ever go to McDonald's or one of those places? If you go to the fast food places and you get the hot sauce or the ketchup and you rip open about 50 of them just to get enough for your french fries, isn't that annoying? And then you have this pile, this huge pile of ketchup packets on your tray. Anyway, I like these Justin's peanut butter packets. Those go in my oatmeal. Amazing. Dinner time stuff. I found this stuff called Right Rice. It's on Amazon. It's called Right Rice. It's all veggie blend. It's all veggie stuff. This is garlic and herb. Take a look at things like this that you can rehydrate. These are great. I bought these low sodium garden veggie bouillon cubes. I will take a top ramen, ditch the sodium packet, and go with these. These are very low sodium. In fact, I don't think they have any sodium. Oh, they have sodium, just a little bit. Just a little bit of sodium in these, but way better. So that I like it's the veggie. If you're the veggie kind of person, these are great. Top ramen, one of these. This is another one, Karen's Naturals, Just Veggies. This has, inside this is great. This is freeze-dried corn, peas, air-dried carrots, and bell peppers, dehydrated tomatoes. All in this little bag. You can take a top ramen, shove it in a Ziploc bag, put these in there. You can put the berries in there, you can put the veggie broth in there, whatever. And it's amazing. It looks a little something like this. I also found these potato shreds, dehydrated potato shreds, dried potatoes. Those are amazing in there, just to get some girth in there, so some yummy dinners. And that's what these look like. I put them in a Ziploc bag, and usually that's like 2 servings, and they don't have near as much trash and near as much weight. I love it. My son is amazing, and he's in the Marine Corps. He's out serving right now, and he brought me home one of these. This is an MRE that the U.S. Marine Corps uses right now, and this thing weighs about 100 pounds. No, I'm just kidding. This is ridiculously heavy. There's so much stuff in here, and bless those guys for carrying all that weight. These things are heavy. They carry a whole bunch of these in their packs. I'm like, you guys are crazy. So anyway, he gave me this as a gift, and I love it, and I'm gonna have it when he gets home. So I'm saving it for him. Oh, one more thing. I don't usually eat lunch. I probably should, but I don't. I just snack on stuff. And so, like I showed you a minute ago, this is a monk cookie. Monk Pack cookie, high in protein, very healthy, yummy, yummy. Those are good on the trail. And your Lara bars and your Pro bars. Yeah, here we go. Here's a Pro bar. These come from Trader Joe's, I think. This is just what I snack with on the trail, and I just keep those in an outside pocket and mow them down. Anyway, what else? I just wanted to reduce weight and volume in my pack, and those are some of the things that I do. All right, so that is it for food. If there's anything that you want me to answer or address, please put a message in the comments and I will try to get answers for you. I'm gonna put links to these Amazon items in the description down below. And there's one more thing I wanted to show you real quick, and it's my chalkboard. I wanna show you my chalkboard. Check this out here. These are the words that I use for the day. Rest, transformation, immense patience, gladness, selflessness, gentleness, joy, peace, tenderness, words of the day that I've used in the last few weeks. So I want to encourage you to pick one of those words. You can pick one and you use it whenever you think you can. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you subscribe and I hope you like my channel. All right, go take a look at some of my other videos. They're hilarious. Okay, bye.